Hey everybody, give me. It's not gonna happen. Let me try again. Hey everybody, this is give me give me a BetaMaxDC, man. Oh shit! I found my coffee. God damn it! All right, I will now take my. How do you like this? You know what this? You'll never guess what I'm wearing. Okay, right? I'll give you 2 seconds. Before I finish this, I'm going to tell you, but you got to do it right now. What am I wearing on my head? Okay, I'll count to 5, and I'm going to count to 10. And well, I don't know. I'm drinking. I can't even count anymore. But listen, before I give you the answer, tell me what you think I'm wearing on my head right now. Okay, ready? Go ahead. Come on, do me a favor. Just tell me what you think. I'm not going to finish the video until you do it. Might as well just do it. Did you write something? All right. I'm wearing underwear, paper underwear, brand new paper underwear that they gave me when I was in Indonesia. They gave me this. Said, put this on while we give you a massage. We massage you. We make you happy. Happy ending massage. Not really. Come on. Do I look like that kind of guy? Yeah, I know I do, but I wouldn't. You know, my wife is in the next room. Anyway, I could have gotten away with it actually, but I didn't. Okay. So the question. This is a response to DC. And no response to DC will go by without some little alcohol. This is called Don't Sit So Close to Me. He wants to know regarding our experiences as foreigners here in Japan, or getting dealt with, you know. Anyway, people getting, how they deal with us because we're foreigners, right? Got a cold. Okay, so yeah, okay. I had a couple things. Well, once I sat down when I was first here. One of the first experiences I remember. Here's something interesting. If you're studying, by the way, the mind remembers the first and the end better than the middle. That's why I remember, like, yeah, I remember the beginning of trips and the end of trips better than the middle of trips, right? So anyway, when I came to this is good. This is useful if you're studying, because if you're studying for something, it's better to make many breaks. Take lots of breaks because you remember the beginning and the end of what you were studying better than the middle. You get that? You listening? You paying attention? Yeah, I sip my shot. What do you got? You got a problem? Anyway, so I was sitting in. I sat down on the subway, and this woman. She was like nothing special, not unremarkable, kind of nervous, but she sat down next to me, and she was studying in English. I don't even know if she had a book on her. She maybe not, but anyway, she turned to me and she goes, "Can I practice my English on you? Or with you or something?" I was like, I couldn't speak Japanese at all then. I was like, sure. And I did, right? So, that's one thing that was different, you know. That's never happened to me in the States, of course. But to be fair, you might notice that I'm not a white Caucasian. And I used to have really long hair. I used to not have glasses when I came to Japan. My hair was really long. I wish I had a picture of this. I look like kind of an Indian, right? And no facial hair then. And I was dating this white girl from New Jersey, but the classy part of New Jersey, not the shitty part, which is what everybody thinks. New Jersey is actually a very nice place, but anyway, and her roommate was a girl from Connecticut, like white, upper crust Connecticut, and my girlfriend wouldn't hold my hand in public, and the Connecticut girl, and I grew up basically around white people. I didn't even realize I was Hispanic until I got older, but when people spoke to me in Spanish, like, "Oye, chico, ¿qué horas son?" And I'm like, how do you know I speak Spanish? I've told this story before, but anyway, so the woman asked me, her name is Mary, she said, does Susan not hold your hand because you're Hispanic? And I'm like, I don't think so. I think she's just shy, man. Because she was really shy. So. But it was funny the way that Mary even thought that was an issue, you know? I mean, anyway. I don't think I ever really... People noticed I was Spanish, or I was exotic looking in the States. I had long hair. And, you know, I guess the only thing I would say that was different is that blondes were into me, and I was into blondes. Because of my look, I was a dark, long-haired brunette, you know. I guess I don't know, opposites attract, whatever, but in Japan, of course, not into blondes. Anywho, So, interesting stories. Here's some interesting stories. I was in a Cento once. I got a bunch, man. I've been here a long time. I was in a Cento once, and I was scrubbing down. Now, BetaMax, you got tattoos. You got tats, so they don't let you into Centos. But I got my body's virgin. You know, no tattoos. And so I go into Centos, and I was in there. So I guess you're jealous that I can go into a room full of naked men and scrub my body down. But I know you're jealous, man. So I'm in a Cento one day, and this old man, goes over and kind of grabs my arm and pulls it back, and takes a look at my junk. He's like, "Oh, key desu ne," which means, "Oh, you're quite large, aren't you?" Which this is his point of view. I'm not going to say anything about that, but it was just funny. It was like, he was just very curious in the gaijin toolbox, So that was kind of weird. I've had that's all obviously because I was a foreigner. That's kind of not really that bad an experience. I've had a woman once in an elevator completely came on to me, like basically said, "Let's go back to my place now because I want to do it with a foreigner." And that's like only once in 18 years, and she was hot, and that was cool. And I'm not going to tell you the end of the story because my wife might possibly watch this video, so she'll ask me. Nah, she's going to ask me anyway. Yeah, okay. So I sealed the deal. It was great. Okay. So anyway. Negative things that have happened. Once I was... when I first came here, one of my first dates. Yeah, my first date, I went out with this girl. I had to think about what it was. What did I go out with? Yeah. I went out with this girl. We went to a kind of a fancy place downtown. And this is the end of the bubble, man. Like, money was, things were expensive, like $20 cocktails. We went to a restaurant, and my date ordered something that required Tabasco sauce to be thrown into it. And I ordered something, I don't remember what, but something that you didn't need Tabasco sauce. And I was, she could barely speak English, and I didn't speak any Japanese. And as a joke, kind of, I took the Tabasco sauce, and I'm like, I'm going to pour it into my beer or whatever I was drinking. And the waitress came over, all adamant, saying, "That's not for that. Don't use it for that." And I was like, what a rude bitch, man. Like, you don't treat customers that way. You don't tell me it's goddamn Tabasco sauce. If I want to throw Tabasco sauce in my eyes, I have the right. We're fucking paying $20 a cocktail. So anyway, whatever. The funniest thing I think I've seen is that I've had people avoid sitting next to me on the subway, but no big deal, and I don't take it personally. That's not racism, man. People who scream about racism, black people living in the 1960s, or even today in America, they can talk about racism, okay? Not getting jobs because of whatever. You can't really talk about this in Japan. Anyway, I was going into my building. No, I was leaving my building, and a woman was leaving too, and she was behind me, and she saw me like getting on my motorcycle, and she like hesitated. Like, she didn't want to come out. Like, when she saw me, she turned around and walked back in. And I noticed this, so I kind of played around, like, I pretended to get off my bike and just... Oh, no, I was walking towards my bike. I wasn't on the bike yet. And I noticed this, so I avoided my bike. I just took a left and hid. And then when she came out, I walked by again, and she ran back into the building, like... And she was, like, peeking around the corner, like, is he gone yet? Is he gone? Is he gone? It was funny as hell. And I actually walked towards her, and she ran. This old woman, I think she could have broken her leg. She ran up the stairs, trying to avoid me. It was mean. It was mean, I was mean. I like to tease a little bit, but come on, that was ridiculous. I mean, running away from me because what? That's just stupid. So I guess that's about it. There is something that's interesting in Japan. As a foreigner, a lot of students will tell you things that they won't tell other Japanese, A lot of students have told me that they've gotten divorced, and they'll tell me, like, "Hey, I got divorced." But nobody knows. Only you know. Like, they think it's kind of cool to be able to tell us shit like that, so. I've gone on long enough. Alright, man. Hey, BetaMax, good idea for vid. I'll talk to you soon. I'm getting out of here. Bye.